Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. So glad to have you all in here with us tonight, and it's so good to be back here live again. Got my buddy Wes Stone in the studio with me tonight, and we have really been looking forward to this one. Wes, a while back, we sat in here and we started a show, and some of y'all may remember that. It was back in December, and we were actually on a deer hunt in Middle Tennessee, and we were after a buck that you actually kind of named Thyroid Buck for me. He was just so big and wide in the summer coming in. Sometimes we called him the Big Seven, but nonetheless, we were able to get this started a while back, and we had some issues, and we have really been raring to get back in here and be able to share it. And we're going to be able to do that tonight. We're going to talk about how our deer season ended out. I've got a really fun story to tell here in a little bit that happened to me on the very last day of deer season. Something we'll be sharing here in a few weeks also. So that's going to be a big one. We got all the Apex results in, so we'll go over some of that tonight as well. And we've got something to tell you about coming up for this spring turkey season that you're going to be excited about. Lots going on in the outdoor world this time of year. Lots going on this time of year. So let's go ahead and jump right over to the field. We're going to go to segment 1 over in Middle Tennessee.
Somehow, I don't know how, but I missed.
Your angel.
Yeah, he was just too far. It's definitely not spooked. Just walking down there, check on stones. I keep trying to train you. Rangefinder was hitting me wrong. And I think he was actually further than I thought. See what happens next.
right, guys, well, I'm pulling up to the farm right now. This is how I do a lot of times during the rut. We, get a chance to go, and I go. I've only got about 2.5 hours till dark right now. But man, my camera's been firing up all day. There's deer on their feet. I'm gonna go give it a try. A couple hours is better than no time at all. And this time of year, I mean, it's just time in the stands what kills most of these deer. At least that's what's killed the most deer for me. So I'm fixing to head in here. Jack is already here, and go get set up and see if we can't make something happen. All right, guys, it's time for this week's Wild Game Forecast. It's being sponsored by our good friends over at Wilson Bank and Trust. You guys can stop in at one of 28 Middle Tennessee locations. Let them take care of all your banking and financial needs. And be sure to tell them thank you for all they do for us here at the show. All right, well, our forecast coming up over this weekend, weather-wise, Wes, it just looks, it's going to be odd. We got rain coming, we got snow coming, we got temperatures dropping.
1 to 78 inches. Is that what they say?
Somewhere between an inch of snow and 4 foot. Yeah. I'm not sure where it's going to fall yet, but a lot's changing. But on these fronts, of course, we're done talking about deer hunting now, but on these fronts, your fish are there. It's a lot like deer. Right. You know, your fish, they start eating a lot based on these weather patterns, just like deer start moving a lot. They relate to cover in certain weather patterns, just like deer relate to cover.
Right.
Well, I think that this coming weekend, ahead of that front, is going to be a great time to be on the water. If you don't mind getting out there dealing with a little cold temperatures, probably going to be a little windy on Saturday, but I don't think the bulk of the bad weather is going to be here just yet by then. So
right.
We'll see what happens, but I would be out ahead of that front and try to get on some of those fish. And I'll tell you, crappie right now, I can tell you from personal experience, are probably a little more shallow than you think they are. So get out there and give them a shot, and you'll have a good time. You guys remember to check us out on Facebook. Keep up with us there. We've always got something going on, posting just about every day something for you to keep up with us. And we like to take your stories and your pictures there as well and share them here on the show. So be sure to check us out there and at swwtv.com. You can find all of our past episodes and links to all of our sponsors. We'll be right back here in just a minute with the second half of that deer hunt and some more Southern Woods and Waters.